Welcome back to Small Talk, everybody. Sorry I couldn't record a video yesterday. There were a few things that I wanted to talk about, but I was home very late and I was tired, so I decided to record the video today. First thing first, October PPI was released yesterday, and the PPI rises to 0.2%, aligning with Fed's inflation goals, pointing possible December rate cuts. I always said that if I was the Fed chairman, it'll be smart for me to do the rate cut in December regardless. But with the PPI report, it suggested the rate cut should be done. Core PPI, excluding food, energy, jumps to 0.3% in October, suggesting rising inflation in key sectors. Wholesale services cost up by 0.3%, driven by portfolio fees and transport cost. Goods prices remain more stable. Unemployment claims fall to 217,000, reinforcing a steady labor market with sign of stability. PPI and job data suggest a bullish market outlook as inflation appears contained and the labor market hold firm. So I took some notes yesterday because there was too much information for me to just know it in my head. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the Trump's announcement that he made yesterday, suggesting that they're going to kill the $7,500 EV tax credit starting next year, which kind of brought all the EV stocks down yesterday. Lucid, Rivian, Tesla, they all dropped yesterday. President-elect Trump um, transition team is planning to get rid of the $7,500 tax credit for EP purchase as part of broader tax save up. The EV transition will likely be hit hard as prices on numerous models will effectively increase. So what it says is that once they cut the prices, the tax credit, of course, is going to bump up the price of the EVs. For example, Tesla, they have their FSD is going to cost $8,000 on an average. So if you have an existing Tesla car and you want to convert that to FSD, full self-driving, you pay $8,000 and it will be converted to FSD. So let's say you buy a new car, you pay $8,000 for the FSD, and then you don't have the $7,500 tax credit, depending on which model you buy. That kind of adds up the cost of the Tesla. I don't think it's very good for Tesla in the long run. However, to my surprise, Elon Musk and his team were actually endorsing this idea, and their argument was that this is going to kill their competition. I don't know what competition they're talking about. I think Tesla in general, their competition is already almost dead anyway, because they're nowhere near Tesla, where Tesla stands right now. In the long run, it is going to hurt Tesla shares. The short term, however, I was reading the news yesterday and it said it is going to hurt Tesla's sales and their revenue, which, yes, it would probably next year, but I think for the fourth quarter of this year, Tesla's revenue is going to go up because those people who are looking to buy Tesla, I think they're going to buy sooner than next year because until December 31st, the tax credit is still intact. So the Tesla buyers who were looking to buy a new car, they will probably try to rush in to get Tesla and get their Tesla before the end of this year so they can get the $7,500 tax credit, which will result a fourth quarter revenue increase. So their fourth quarter revenue is going to look better, in my opinion. In the medium term, though, I think it's going to hurt Tesla stock and Tesla price because Tesla price is obviously going to go up because the $7,500 tax credit does make a big difference to the consumers. Elon Musk team, I don't know why they support this idea. To them, it's like they're killing their competition. Yeah, their competition is going to suffer, but so is the Tesla going to suffer as well. And if their FSD is out on the road and people want to convert their existing cars into FSDs, of course, it's going to become more costly for them. So I guess at this point, it'll be better for consumers to buy secondhand used cars because they're going to be lower in prices. And then when FSD is ready, they can just pay $8,000 and just convert their existing cars into the FSD. So then um, they don't have to worry about the $7,500 tax credit regardless, because used cars, you don't get the $7,500 tax credit anyway, but it's lower in price because it's used. Um, I was looking at the Tesla price yesterday. It dropped to $310. I was afraid that it's going to probably drop down to $295, $300. However, that's not necessarily a bad news, because I was listening to some hedge fund managers and ETF managers, and they were suggesting that if the Tesla price goes down to 300, they'll definitely buy back in, which means lots of the people have their money sitting on the sideline since Tesla had ran up so much in the past week and a half. The people who didn't get into Tesla, they were waiting for a pullback. So if the Tesla app falls down to 300, 295, which is, I've been saying that that's where the next resistance level is, uh, more people would get into Tesla share stock, which will ultimately bump up the price again. So of course it's going to be very volatile. Prices are going to be fluctuating, going up and down on a regular basis, particularly Tesla, because there's so much going on right now since the Trump has become the president-elect rather. Things are changing on a daily basis. I'm sorry I can't record an updated video quick enough for you guys to get an update on this. This is what I was afraid of, and that's why I kept saying it's good time to take profit, because anything could happen. The other thing, I was reading some paper yesterday. I forgot what it was, and it says Jeffries, one of the analysts, suggests that Elon Musk should take advantage of the stock price boost, which this announcement was made before the Trump $7,500 tax credit cut announcement was made. So I'm a little late to the party as always. However, he was suggesting, as one of the analysts in the Wall Street, he was suggesting that Tesla should take advantage of the stock price, and they should sell some stocks to raise some funds for their business expense. I know they have a very strong balance sheet. However, with the amount of money that they spend, they can always use more cash. And that's what I've been saying in my past few videos. And I was afraid that this could happen. Not that the Elon Musk has announced that yet, but there's a very well possibility. So with the $7,500 tax credit, and if Elon Musk announces that he's going to sell some shares because he need to raise funds, that's going to put some more downward pressure. But that doesn't mean I'm bearish on Tesla, because when it puts downward pressure on Tesla, next thing you know, those people who are holding money on the sideline to get into Tesla, they're going to start buying Tesla share, because now it's in their price range and they want the price to pull back a little bit before they get into the stock. And then that's going to put some upward pressure again. So Tesla will go up again. In the long run, I know the Tesla from 16 to 18, 12 to 18 months price target is up to $500. So if you want to hold the stock for that long, you can make up to $500 per share depending on where you bought them. So, for example, I bought some of my shares at 150, some of them were like at 200, some at 220, and some at 260. So I have, different price ranges that I bought my stock in. So I'm in profit. But if you bought early enough, you're probably still in profit, but you can make more money by holding on to it. But if you're a swing trader or day trader, then you do you, man, because I don't do day trading and stuff like that. I hold stock. I try to do it long term so I don't have to pay short-term taxes on my stocks. Sometimes if I'm making extreme profit, then I do sell my shares short term, because then I don't mind paying profit, because I don't want to lose the gains that I have had with the trade. Usually I don't trade, I invest, but sometimes I'm just tempted to sell because I made enough money that I don't want to hold it anymore. So this is my update. So my update is, so again, the price prediction short term for the fourth quarter, I think the revenue is going to go up because more people are going to buy Tesla before the $7,500 tax credit ends. Next quarter, the first quarter of 2025, of course, their revenue is going to go down unless they announce something which is extremely bullish. Then, of course, the Tesla price is going to go up. So when the first quarter 2025 revenue goes down, it's going to obviously make the Tesla share look bad a little bit, and then it probably could pull the stock back down. But then once the FSD or robotaxis are introduced in the market in next 12 to 18 months, which that's what the anticipation is, then the Tesla stock is going to go up to possibly $460, $500. So make choices based off of your own financial situation. If you're a swing trader or day trader, do whatever works for you. If you are an investor like I am, you want to hold the stock long term, please hold it because there's lots of upside momentum. Bitcoin has gone down a little bit. I'm actually hoping that it goes down because I want to buy some Bitcoin. I don't have any yet. And I was hoping that if it pulls back into the $60,000 range, maybe I'll just buy one coin and hold it until 2025, until it hits $200. That will give me good return, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But still, there was a small pullback on Bitcoin. It did run up to, I think, $93,000, if I remember it correctly, yesterday. Uh, but the stock market is pulling back because now that Trump victory mania is over. It's been running for a week and a half. So this is not a correction, it's a pullback. So pullbacks are healthy. Correction is like when the stocks go down 15 to 20% or 30%, then sure, that's something that you don't want, because then it puts lots of downward pressure on the stock market and you end up losing lots of money, and people don't like to look at a red uh, portfolio. I know I don't. But right now it's in the correction phase. Everything is pulling back a little bit because it ran up so much. But I think for the future, outlook is positive. I think the stock is going to do well unless some war breaks out. God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen. Or certain companies make certain announcements which do put downward pressure on the stocks. This was my update. Sorry, I was a little late. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was so busy. Even today, I'm busy. I'm just sitting here waiting for somebody because I had to meet someone and she's running late. So I thought I should just do a quick update. Um, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please give my video a thumbs up. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please give your comments in the comment section below. And uh, good luck out there, I guess. Until next video, take care.